Welcome back to the Homemade Podcast Sports Pops. Guys, today's date is May 3rd, 2022. Guys, that means what? We're getting closer and closer to the Aggies reaching Omaha in baseball. For guys that are simply mad about the Aggie baseball team right now, we're getting closer to the Aggies track team reaching the national championship and things like that, because I think nationals come out this weekend, or we're going to do it next weekend. It's going to be one of them. But guys, we're back. What's most importantly though, and not to knock any other sports here, but what's mostly important is that the Aggies are getting closer and closer to the 2022 college football season. So what does that mean? It's a lot of expectations still out here, guys. It is a lot. And guys, I told you that I'll be back. Quick little 5-minute podcast, get in, get out, get on out your way, and we can go on about this. Anywho, what are we going to talk about in this? Can Texas A&M be a part of the crew? Can Texas A&M be a part of the college football world, which is the college football teams that lately, for the last, 3 years now, started with LSU, which had one of the best offenses that the college football world has ever seen and won the national title with it. And then 2020 happened, in which Alabama had one of the greatest juggernaut teams I've ever seen, in which I believe that they blew out all of their opponents, or they at least won against all of their opponents by at least 2 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. I think the last team to do that was Florida State. But Florida State didn't have a juggernaut team. Alabama had a pure juggernaut. All right, listen to what I'm saying. And then you had 2021, in which Georgia just capped off the national title right here. And that team by far had one of the best college football defenses I think we'll ever witness. I said one of the best. I didn't say the best. I said one of the best college football defenses. Okay, put it this way. One of the best college football defenses in this modern era. So, it's 2022, people. Who's going to be the next team to step up and make their magical season, but also make history in the college football world? Could it be Texas A&M? Could it be Ohio State? Reason why I said those 2 teams is because these are the only 2 teams that are close to doing something that hasn't been done before. I know a lot of people are going to shun me. They want me to move that out the way. You don't need to put Texas A&M in there with Ohio State. Texas A&M hasn't done anything. Blase. Well, you know what? LSU hadn't done anything prior to 2019 either. Their offense wasn't nothing. Their offense wasn't anything. What was the thing that was lagging LSU for years? Their offense. The offensive identity. The defense was always there, but it was the offensive identity that kept them from out of a lot of ball games. Georgia rewrote the script and had one of the best defenses in the modern era, in which kept their offense running in a direction to where they can fall on their defense. All right, although they went 12, 13, and 1, but it kept them in the ball game. Ohio State. What's lagging Ryan Day? The defense. He has all the offense in the world, but he just didn't have a defense. So that brings me to this. What's lagging Texas A&M and Jimbo Fisher, in which nobody likes Jimbo Fisher nowadays for whatever reason? What's lagging Jimbo Fisher in Texas A&M? Well, number one, it was the talent. He had to catch up. He's caught up. What's the other thing that's lagging Jimbo Fisher? The offense. The defense was there. The offense just wasn't there. Another thing that's been plaguing him is just quarterback play. That's it. Kellen Mond was his last really, really good one. And it took Kellen Mond 3 years in a Jimbo Fisher offense to go 9-1. That said something. All right? I don't care what nobody says. That said something. So we're going to another season where Haynes King was the starter on last year. But now Haynes King is coming back. I'm already saying that Haynes King is a starter, and that's just that. So what will Texas A&M do? Will they make history of their own? It'll already be history for if they was to go out and win a national title, in which, in all these teams I just mentioned, all have a national title, which is crazy, but they had unbelievable talent and they done something that's historical. Unbelievable. It's Jimbo Fisher's turn. Did we not forget that Jimbo Fisher came from that Florida State team? That was by far one of the will by far be one of the remember Florida State teams in that college football era, in this college football era. All right. And tomorrow I'm gonna talk about that. How can he put that into Texas A&M in the modern day? I'm gonna talk about that on tomorrow. Well, we're talking about this on today. So what will Texas A&M do? Will they step up and be the next one to make history? Once again, I put them / Ohio State because I know what's lagging Texas A&M. I know what's lagging Ohio State. What's lagging Texas A&M is quarterback, in which I believe will have a historic season this year, and just offense in general. That is it. That is it. Quarterback, wide receiver play. But in order to have wide receiver play, you got to have a quarterback, man. You got to have something decent. Stetson Bennett was decent. You got to at least have that. So I believe Texas A&M will step up. But at the end of every team that has made a historical run, they've all won the national title. Can Texas A&M be that team? I think so. You can dismiss me with the 9-3 talk. I don't see it. I don't see it. I think this team can win every game on the schedule if they just go out and perform at the highest level. All right. That's all I have for you guys on today. I'll be back on tomorrow. Once again, love all of you. #GigaMax.